See if we can get the homie in here. Let's see if my homie pulls up. I try to send him a invitation, tell him that we're doing a live right now. We're talking about it earlier. Let's see if we can get the homie in here real quick. We want to do a live for the real fans, man, and chop it up with the real fans out there, Broncos country, man. Let's get it. What up, USMC Sniper? What's good with you, bro? My high salute. You know what it is, man. Check out this new cup I just picked up. You know what it is, bro. That young dripper. Get these cups. I got them for any team. You know what I'm saying? My sister makes them. So, JP, get in here, fam. Let's get you in here, bro, before we can chop it up real quick. Gains all the way across the board. Just chilling. Look forward to this Thursday. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Bounce back, man. There's my partner right there. Partner in crime. Yes, sir, man.
What's up,
there
man?
We go. What up, big bro?
I got a lot to say about these Broncos fans right now, man.
We keeping the panel between us, bro. Nobody's on this panel but us tonight.
I hear you, man, and I'm cool with that. USMC Sniper, as always. My high salute, baby. So, I got a lot to say about these fans right now, bro. I got to tell you, kind of, not necessarily angry, but at the point of y'all just need to just be quiet. Just be quiet. You know, a lot of Broncos fans right now, Sniper. Let me tell you about the reactions that I was seeing. I had to leave an entire Facebook group simply because all of them spelled doom and gloom. Right? Every last one of them was like, oh, the season's done. We can't even beat the Raiders. It's an 0-3 team and all of this. And I got to remind everybody, man, it's any given Sunday. And especially think about the Seattle game, right? What all kind of crap was happening in the Seattle game? Sorry if you could hear me like spitting or whatever. I'll try to grab a.
Now you're good. Preach. Let's go, church. We're in church right now.
On real quick. Let me just put this up here. Check this out, man. Check this out, man. What happened in the Seattle game? First game of the season back. Russell Wilson went home, right? There was a lot of dynamics there that, wow, man, it was wild. It was wild. You know what I mean? Like Russell Wilson going back home. How jacked were the Seattle Seahawks, bro? How jacked were they, right? The team, the fans, everybody there, them booing him, that had a play on his psyche, right? Well, we had kind of almost the same kind of mix, just not with Russell Wilson on this one. It was with Josh McDaniels, bro. All right. Now, I got to say, our offense showed up.
Yeah.
Bro, we were moving the ball. We were moving the ball. We put it downfield. We scored more points than we had all season. Okay. Yeah, and you're right about that, Sniper. Yeah, they coming to Denver, and let me tell you about the fervor that is going to be the energy in Denver. Okay, and I hope that Richie Rich has a chance to be able to see this. I really do. But I think from here on out, I think the Broncos are going to be just angry. I think they're going to play tough. I think they're going to play angry. I think that they're not happy with the way that the defense performed. And that Melvin Gordon fumble, okay? 5 fumbles in 4 games.
Uncalled for.
This one went for a scoop and score. I'm not 100% sold on if Gordon should be RB1 at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it like this, man. And this is no disrespect to people that call me and they want me to, this is the thing. This is why I even made that video, is because I got a million people calling me and they want to talk Bronco football, but then they want to tell me that they're done. They're done with the season. Well, they're done with the Broncos this year.
Let them go.
And I don't know what, even to my respectable people out there, I don't know what you expect from Savage Sev Cisneros. I'm looking you guys dead in the eyes. I don't know if you expect me to give you sympathy. I don't know if you expect me to agree with you and then throw attitudes when I don't and don't agree. If you don't want to ride for this team and you automatically think the season is over and you're basically throwing it in the wrench, don't watch the games. Bye. And don't call me. Don't call me, because I'm not going to sympathize with you dudes, bro.
Bye.
I'm tired of that
point of bye.
Yeah,
I don't want that negativity in my life. Like, you already know how I believe too, right, Siv?
Yeah,
you already know how I believe, right?
Yeah, I know how you believe, because you've been writing. We literally, my boy right here, Jay Peasy, he'll tell you when the team's messing up all the way. I'll tell you when the team's messing up all the way. I don't throw a blind eye to the mess ups. How many conversations we have when the Broncos are playing and we see the mess ups, bro? We're having conversations about it. Every game when they mess up, we're the first people to call people. We're the first people to call out the team.
I'll be the very first to criticize. But one thing that I won't do is I'm not going to give up. Y'all ain't got no heart. None. Loyalty down the tubes. Okay? I told you about that story when I was in Iraq, right? About the Rockies when they were in the World Series in 2007.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that story? Where that
dude told me about that story. Yeah.
Right. Where we were able to wear hats on every single Friday. Right? Every Friday we wore a hat. This dude was from P-Town, Pueblo, Colorado, was rocking Rockies the entire postseason, went 7-0, we're high-fiving. And then the very next Friday, after they got swept in the World Series, dude came out wearing a Boston Red Sox hat on his head. No loyalty. And I'm
no
not
heart, homie.
No loyalty, no heart, no nothing. What up, Mile High 6?
You already know.
I want him gone next year. I'm not getting them any chances or any leeway. I hear you not giving them leeway, but don't be coming on here saying I'm done. Like, what does that say to the rest of the fan bases out in the entire NFL that we're weak?
And that's the thing about it is, bro, is that you don't have to give no leeway. You don't have to give chances. And this is not going out, but to tuck your tail and then put it out there for the public. And I don't care who's fucking watching. I don't care about none of these fools be vouching for and all this shit, bro. I am. And I don't give a fuck how people feel about it. We are an example of what real Broncos country is, because you know what it is? This is what we live, breathe, sleep. We're third generation out here, homie, in the tundra of Denver, Colorado. I don't say ever it's over till it's over, till the wheels are off this motherfucking this ride. It's not over. Do you understand when Peyton Manning was out here, bruh, and he went on that stretch where he was not doing too good, and we had a substitute, Brock Osweiler? Do you understand what the fan base was saying? That our season was over. There was no
different than what we're saying right now. No different than what we were saying than what I'm hearing people say right now. Season's done. We suck. This, that, the other, and a third. I'm done. I'm done with listening to these fans. I'm done with y'all thinking that just because we're in a hard time right now. What? You think that the Cleveland Browns fans are doing this? What do you think real true Chargers fans are doing? They don't have one.
Nothing.
They are used to failing seasons. They are used to it. Okay? Cincinnati, Texans, Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins got one. and they got the these straight up most tippy top, can't ever get better than that kind of a season. Okay, right. Mile High 6, the whole thing just started, man.
You know,
Like, you can't, bro. I'm not about to hear. Sorry, I'm not about to hear this any longer of fans just being negative. Number one, negative energy, bro. Negative energy is only going to give you negative energy. Okay. If any of you understand physics at all, which I went to school, I'm an engineer, I'm an audio engineer, so I have to know physics. Okay. Energy begets more energy, but you can't flip flop it. You can't be like, yo, give out negative energy and then get back positive. That doesn't happen. And I'm speaking about physics. I'm not speaking about something that's just off in the ether that you can't actually see, feel, and touch. I'm talking about real shit. Sorry to cuss again, but I'm going to tell you, if you give off positive vibes, I'm telling you this much right now, man. If every single one of you Denver Broncos fans started putting in positive energy, hey, I believe, let's do this. Don't you know? Do you really think that the players don't have social media? Do you really think that they don't watch what their fellow fans are doing? Do you really think that they're not hearing what you say? Just because they say in a press conference, oh, I tone out all the... Really? No, that's not right. But if they hear their fans sitting here, yo, we got you back. Let's do this. Hey, whatever, Hackett, I got you back. You're starting to make good decisions. Because he has, right? He started making good decisions again. Okay, right? Don't you think, Sev?
Yeah, I honestly do. I honestly do. But they've been throwing him out the ringer already. Even when it's W's, these motherfuckers is on his neck, bruh.
Giving him the Trump treatment. You're fired. Like, really, man? Really? You ain't even... We gave Josh McDaniels a whole season and a half before we fired him. Yeah, he started cheating, and that's the reason why we fired him. But we gave Josh McDaniels a whole season and a half. Sure, he started 6-0. Then he went what? How many games he went after that in that season? And they were like, oh, it's Josh McDaniels. He's cool. And then he came out cheating the next season, and guess what happened? They called for him to get fired, and then guess what happened? He got fired. But y'all gave the enemy of the state, Josh McDaniels, more leeway than y'all are giving Hackett. And Hackett's got a better overall disposition.
See, this is what I'm saying is like this right here. MC Snyder makes a good point. Look at this, bro. You know, you got fans behind him saying they rather have Drew Lock, rather have fucking this. Like that shit is just it's funny, dude. I don't understand if these dudes even watch what's going on. I don't understand if people really put it together, bro. You know, and that's the shit that pisses me off right there. That's the shit why we have to separate from what these motherfuckers call their. So that's why we done that shit. BCFFL. That's why we started that chapter, bro.
I don't think any of the OG BCFFL ever says anything like this. I don't think I've ever seen any of the OG BCFFL back in Google Plus days, okay, ever did this. And that was after Peyton Manning retired and we had Trevor Siemian. And we still kept it positive. Yeah, we spoke real. Hey, what up, Titan? Hey, tighten up for you, bro. But we spoke real, right? We were like, yo, real criticism here. We're not going to sit here and believe in pipe dreams and say, oh, yeah, you know, he'll figure it out. We gave him plenty of opportunity as fans, and we gave him, you know, and they gave him plenty of opportunity as a team. And then what, and I'm going to be honest with you, man, when Trevor Siemian burnt us when he was with the Vikings, that kind of pissed me off. And then Kyle Sloter did the exact same thing. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think any of the OGs ever said, yeah, I'm giving up on this season throughout the entire thing.
It's crazy, bro. Cause I think about the old days when Broncos country used to be that had integrity. How do you say that word? Integrity. How do you say that word?
Oh, integrity.
Yeah, bro. When, bro, we lose 4 Super Bowls in a row, bro. and the fans greet him at the airport. Family, you guys are still family. That's why there
Still
was a lot of
fam.
players still love the Broncos after they retired, bro. And they will always be Broncos because that fan base stuck behind the squad, regardless the thick through thin. That was the rigid. That was the difference between South Scanners, the mindset of a South Scanner.
Yeah.
And when I say that,
Yep.
because some of you guys don't even know about that shit. South
Yeah.
Scanners, homie.
I still
And
got,
the
man, I
and,
still got pictures of me in the South Stand in row one. Down there in the South Stand.
it's unfortunate that some of the new generation Bronco fans will never understand that shit.
Well, I mean, a
But
lot of
now
this
it's
new
like,
generation is so weak, though, man. They're so into their feelings and everything, and it's like they hurt, like the Broncos hurt their feelings. Man, I don't care about your feelings, man. Get on with, man. Go somewhere with your feelings, bro.
this
I
ain't
don't give a
Dr. Phil,
damn,
fool. You could,
bro.
it ain't Dr. Phil. This is not where, bro. I'm getting to a point where I don't care who it offends, who it doesn't, bro. I really don't care how I come off to people. I'm tired of trying to be this person that cares about people's feelings when it comes to this team. Like, I just got to speak how it is, bro, if you like
Your
it or
feelings
not.
don't matter. My feelings don't matter to you, do they? No.
Nah.
So why do your feelings matter to anybody else? Why you got to be? You're on social media. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me remind y'all of something real quick, okay? Social media, everything is in an archive. Everything can be brought back. Every single thing. All I got to do is put a couple of words into my search bar and I can find you. Stuff that you said last year, the year before that, and so on and so forth. It's written in stone, basically, once you put it on social media. Now all of y'all sitting here crying over the Broncos not playing well right now, when all they really need is to know that their fan base has got their back. Hey, if any Broncos player, staff, coaching, any one of y'all, if y'all are with the Broncos, I'm telling you right now, you got riders right here. We will ride with you until the day that y'all stop playing football, and then we'll ride with you after that. All right. Hey, this is my TD jersey. Okay. I will happily split the name in half and put Z on the end for Lindsey. Okay, for Philip Lindsay, because that's one person that I definitely want to bring back.
Yeah, he had the heart of a Bronco. He was a warrior, bro.
Lion, bro. The dude didn't have a give up bone in his body, but all of y'all are giving up over your feelings. Quit crying. Stop crying.
Your
feelings.
I never really experienced that in the old generations, bro. I never really experienced what I see now. And maybe it's because of social media. But it was like, sense. You used to have backbones, bro. You used to have fools that live, die, sleep for this, like the whole squadron, homie. And now, like, I can't, like, even when the Broncos have some bright spots, you got this fan base acting like the world's over when we get W's.
Sniper. Put that last comment up for Sniper. Bro. What up, Miguel?
What up, Rada?
Let me tell you, Sniper, like, that is going to be the unsung move of the year for the Broncos, because Latavius Murray is he's not a practice squad guy. He just happened to be there because the rules changed. And we're able to put people on the practice squad, bring him up, put him down. And if he's a regular starter and he's on contract, we can move him back, move him up. Okay, there's new rules. Latavius Murray, just 2 years ago, he was a bruising back. Where'd you go? Anyways, Latavius Murray was a bruising back, and he has still a very high ceiling, a lot of upside. What up, Jordan? A lot of upside, tons of vision. That's one thing that Latavius Murray, because once I found out that we signed Latavius Murray, the very first thing that I did was I went and looked at the Saints and all his historic, or his history, and I watched his highlights. Okay. Watched his highlights from college, watched his highlights from the pros, and watched how well he did. The dude's a stud. Now, I hope that he can bring that here. And if he doesn't, right, we got to find somebody else, right? But the dude is a stud. He's a good player. He's a good football player. And that's one thing that I wanted to say real quick is that this front office, bro,
is trying.
Bro, this
Put in
front
pieces.
office
If this don't
last
work,
year, would this have happened? Would we have
never.
gotten Latavius Murray like that? The same
I
day
already
that we
see
found
Bronco
out
fans,
Javonte Williams
bro.
would have been going on IR, would we
I
have
already
gotten
see
another
Bronco
fucking running
fans
back?
saying
No.
I already see him Bronco fans saying that's a washed up move. Like,
Bro.
come on, man.
What?
Yeah, there's people that are actually. I seen this. Oh, we're going after washed up running backs. Like, they're not happy ever, bruh. They're not happy ever. Like, we get an injury and we go straight after a veteran back that actually produced at times, and you fools are still not happy to see action.
Right? To see us put up more points than we have all season. There are some bright spots on the offense that we saw. Yeah, Randy Gregory's on IR. He's going to be gone for about 4 games. Okay.
We're there, Miguel. When you come here, bro, I'm turning up with you, bro. You've been a rider the whole time,
let him
man.
know. You let us know. Okay. And Seb and I will definitely come and see you up in D-Town. I got to make a trip up there. It's about an hour north.
You know who this is, right? You know who this is, our brother right here, right?
Yeah.
You remember I used to actually beef with this fool. Like, Google Plus, he was a warrior. Like, we didn't like each other. But we earn respect, and that's my boy, man. Like, he's a rider, bro. That's the family right there.
No, he's straight, man. He's straight. I remember all of that, bro. I remember the history there. Hey, Fizzle, my dude, man, what's up, brother? Yeah, they absolutely will. They are going. I see the Broncos organization right now from the backline cook who helps them cook their meals to Russell Wilson or down to PS2. You know, I see all of them. They're all angry, especially after that loss, because let me tell you who the most angry person is, though. Who do you think's going to be toting that bean tight as hell?
Well, he has to, bro. We gave that food chances, and this is the thing, man. We gave that food Gordon chances after chances, and like I don't ever like to bash, but it is ridiculous when you got Fumble every single game. Like, that's he has to. He's fighting for his life in the NFL, because who's going to get him after he leaves the Broncos? Like,
right. I mean, again, he's on another contract year. Right? We signed him only for this season. Right?
And he's not making a good resume.
He's got to put up or shut up. And right now he's fumbling. He fumbled twice in one game. He's fumbled once in every other game. He's hopefully fumbles in 4 games.
We don't, hopefully, we seen him, shed tears. Hopefully, he could just put that into translation on that field, homie, and, try to do better, Gordon. But you cost a lot of momentum in that game for us, Gordon. If you watch this,
honestly, I think that you cost us the game. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, you are a Denver Bronco. We believe you. We believe in you. We think that you can do it. We think that you can get on a long-term contract. We think and we believe that you can help the Broncos win as an organization. So don't take any, if you happen to watch this, which you probably won't, right? But we believe in you, man. You're a Denver Bronco. You represent the city. You got that horse head on your helmet, bro. You rock the orange and blue. You
got this much thread, man, though. It's getting thin and thinner because of fumbles, bro, and it's at critical times. Like, I just that really took a lot out of us, bro, for them running it all the way back too. Russell Wilson, just looking tight.
Russ is just looking tight. It's a new system. He is missing a lot of reads. I think once Russ gets more comfortable, offense will open up. It started to against the Raiders. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, you got to give it. Raiders secondary. They're not the best in the league. We'll just put it that way. They're pros, so you can't hate on them like that. You can hate on them simply because they're Raiders. Okay, which I have a hard time doing with Hunter Renfrow because dude is a Clemson Tiger, man. But
he's a Tiger right now, though.
He's a hurt Tiger, yeah, man. He's a little injured right now, Plus, not to mention, at the end of the day, there's a reason none of us are GMs in the NFL for NFL teams. Couldn't say it any better myself. Thank you, Sniper. Thank you, Sniper. We're not GMs. They are seeing a lot more than what we are. They're experiencing a lot more. They're watching the play on the field. You got to know that the offense is going up against this defense with, just because Randy Gregory's out doesn't mean that we don't have pass rushers, right? They have a couple of holes over in Indianapolis. Okay. They got a couple of holes. We can exploit those holes. Okay. Their linebacker core. Okay. Right. That's where we're at right now. Latavius Murray is an excellent pickup for you guys. I'm gonna pick him up in my fantasy football league. Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea because between Melvin Gordon fumbling 5 times in 4 games, and them having to pick him up this quickly, because they picked him up this quickly, I see him getting game time pretty much immediately.
They have to, bro. They have to put him in the game plan quick.
What I was most impressed with was after Javonte Williams got hurt, who came in and stepped up? Mike Boone came in on what was his yards? What was his average yards per carry? It was like 6 or 7 yards per carry. Like the moment that he came in, I saw him bust that run up to the far side for 10, 11 yards. Then he came back 2 plays later, busted again for another 11, 12 yards. Mike Boone's got a lot of promise. I just think that he's a little small, like Ronnie Hillman was.
Yeah.
Right. And he does, and he's got some thighs, just like Maurice Jones-Drew. But I think that I think that maybe it's the mental with Mike Boone. Maybe he's not picking up on the offense as fast as he should.
He's been in Denver for what, 2 years, and this is kind of the first year you really seen him.
Yeah, he's been on the practice squad this whole time. Yeah, Josh Jacobs was actually born in the same city and state I grew up in, but as long as he's a Raiders uniform, I wish him failure.
Well, I wish he would have failed last week. That fool started doing us dirty on the defense.
He gassed us, bro. He gassed us. And between the tackles, that's really where our main weakness is the defensive line in between the tackles on rush defense, man. That's really where our weakness is.
To the Broncos brothers and sisters, man, I'm not saying don't be mad and upset when the Broncos don't perform. I'm just saying, like, bro, I can't even conversate with half of Bronco fans because, like, I'm trying to conversate about Broncos football and they're just depressing me. They're like, literally, I can't talk about what is we have to fix. They're just saying it's over. Or we got YouTubers that basically are a Broncos channel and them motherfuckers are everything the Broncos do, it's bad. We win, and we're not supposed to win. It's like you watch the
Broncos
very
easily go be a Chargers fan. You could very easily go be a Chargers fan, and then your gripes are legitimate.
Like their whole thing about the 49ers was the 49ers gave us that game. Like your team just won and you're not happy because it don't fit your narrative that bro. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, I'm not telling nobody not to be frustrated. Definitely, we're all frustrated. Bro, do you understand how much energy I put into the Broncos, people? You understand? I live this Broncos team. Like, I'm not saying I'm higher than anybody, but if you know me in real life, bro, like, we know each other. We live, sleep. Everything is Colorado sports to us, bro. And the Broncos, for me, are the biggest thing. He represents the Rockies just like the Broncos.
So let me tell y'all, now that he brings up the Rockies, bro, let me tell y'all something, man. I know the Rockies in the cellar. Once again, I don't care. But they put a beat down a couple of days ago on the Dodgers, right? A few days ago on the Dodgers. And I don't care if they're not going to the playoffs. I was so happy to see them beat the Dodgers. And let me tell y'all, so I despise the Raiders. I loathe and despise the Chiefs and the Chargers. Like, I hate both those teams more than I hate the Raiders. It's funny to hear me say that, but I do. I actually like the Raiders organization. I feel sorry for y'all because it's been a tough road for Raiders fans simply because y'all moved from Oakland to LA, LA to Oakland, Oakland to Las Vegas. Y'all can't find a home. Nobody's willing to build y'all a stadium. Bro, you see what I'm saying?
Go ahead, I'll tell you after.
But when it comes down to the most hated sports team that I have in my entire bone, my lifeblood that absolutely just despises a team is the damn Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay? That is the one team that if I had found any one of their players, hey, yo, it's on site, bro. I'm
You're like,
throwing
hey,
down
bro, come
on
here. We fading
site,
out,
bro.
homie.
Oh
We
yeah,
fading out.
there's no words involved, bro. It's on site. I'm squaring up with you. I don't care if you're 6'8", 240, and can mash home runs 500
That's
feet.
kind of how
I
I
don't
feel
care,
about
bro.
Patrick
It's on
Mahomes.
site, bro.
That's kind of how I feel about Patrick Mahomes. Like he
That's
gonna have to fade
exactly
me.
how I feel. Oh, bro, as
Like
soon as
Patty,
if
bro,
I see you on the street, bro, if you at Nike Town, bro, it's on site,
you
bro.
and your brother Jackson at the
Yeah,
same time. Come here,
man,
homie.
I'm taking both of y'all on, and if it's both of y'all, bro, I'm grabbing a baseball bat.
And you can put it on
It's not,
TikTok too. You can put it on TikTok, Jackson.
bro. All of y'all, man, all of y'all, in any one of them. I actually got respect for Derek Carr. I do. I think Derek Carr is a talented football player. The man is an ardent believer in God. I am with that, bro.
He
I
believes in
am
God.
with that. I am 100% with that. Patrick Mahomes, no. I can't tell you, man. Okay, all right. Check this out, bro. Was in Kansas City. You remember when I was in Kansas City when I was moving back from South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I met this dude and we've been on the phone chatting, right? We just, we talk crap because, we have a few similarities. Army, right? He was in the Army Airborne Infantry like I was, right? He was stationed at the same place. So we keep in touch, bro. And me and this dude was talking and he was telling me about Patrick Mahomes when Patrick Mahomes is out and about on the town and when he sees his fans, bro, he is probably the worst to his fans that my dude has ever seen, man. Because he said that he went to some fancy restaurant in downtown KC and over at Independence. And he said, man, this dude was shunning his fans. He wouldn't sign an autograph.
He's like that.
He thinks that he's better than people because he's like because he's getting paid more than any quarterback or something like that. Like it's whatever it happens to be. He's a horrible dude.
Look at who he's married to. She probably has a big aspect in that. Like she's a freaking uppity class person that just don't have respect for nobody. You know, like their whole family's like that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, put on the last sniper. Put on the last comment. Hey, so check this out, man. I got a comment from a dude on Facebook on that group that I had to leave because he was a Broncos fan and he was just talking crap about the Broncos. And I was like, I'm done with the negativity. But anyways, this dude, he comes up and he says, man, the only reason why the Broncos won is because of that safety. If he wouldn't have got that safety, the game would have been in the 49ers' hands. And then I reminded him, I said, well, don't forget, he threw a pick six. Yeah, he threw a pick six in that game.
Stop playing, bro. Stop playing, man.
That particular play, he threw a pick six. If it wasn't a safety, we would have won by more points. So what are you talking about? And this is exactly what's really upset me about these Broncos fans that are super fair weather. I'm pretty sure most of them came through when Peyton Manning became a Bronco. And they just were like, oh, Peyton Manning's on the Broncos. I'm just going to go ahead and be a Broncos fan. And now they trying to show face. And I'm just like, yo, you can go back to being a Colts fan if you want. Go back to being a friggin' Miami Dolphin fan. Or, or you can, try your luck at being
the craziest ones recently, bro. I've ran into, since Brady's left the Patriots, I ran into fools that moved out here. And now they've said that they're riding with the Broncos. I'm like, how do you guys just give up on Patriots? You guys just won freaking, and they're like, yeah, we're in a new state and Brady's not there. And I'm like, bro, that fan base is trash.
Well, remember that fan base was New Hampshire, Maine, anything north of New York. That was that fan base, right?
Yeah.
After their second or third Super Bowl with Tom Brady, where did you see their fan base in that would have thrown a pick six Chubb anyways? It would have been worse. Exactly, Sniper. That's what I was just saying. But then you start seeing these Patriots, towels and flags in like Texas, bro. I just got back from South Padre Island in Texas. Okay, just got back on a vacation. We stayed in a mansion on the island. It was gorgeous. Had a great time on the beach. I went to a bunch of these different fanfare tourist attraction stores where they sell like the body boards and boogie boards and hats and shirts that all say SPI on it and everything, right? And one of them had a lot of head shop stuff that was pretty dope, man. Good, cool bongs and stuff like that. But let me tell you, let me tell you, up there in every single store, there was a Dallas Cowboys towel, there was a Houston Texans towel, and there was a Patriots towel. The Patriots towels were full, not purchased. So what does that tell you? Bandwagon. They all jumped on that bandwagon, and now half of them went over to Tampa.
Big
Now you got
big
fans
shout out,
saying that.
Miguel.
What do you say?
He's out. He's at the Dodger game.
About to start versus your Colorado Rockies. So peace out. Hey man, go Rockies, baby. Hey, if they win, you're gonna definitely hear from me. You definitely gonna hear from me.
Not to try to put somebody under the bus, but there's actually a podcast, a Broncos podcast, and one of the females is a known ex-Patriot fan. She literally is now a Bronco fan, she says, and it's just like,
right.
It's not a good look.
Where's the history though?
She'll tell you too. Like, I used to be a Patriot fan 2 years ago, and Brady's not here no more, so I'm riding with the Broncos. I'm like, how did you guys even let this lady be on the podcast? And
that's real. That's real sus. That's real sus. I got questions for that lady. Hey, if she ends up watching this show, yo, we need a wrap, because you're looking at lifelong since we were born in Denver. Like 303 riders. My phone number is still 303. I never got rid of, even when I lived in South Carolina, in San Diego. I lived all around this entire country, man. Never got rid of my 303 number. Never.
Heck no.
So you're gonna speak with a rider here, okay?
It's embedded.
I would love for you to jump on here.
Yeah, bro. I don't tap into that at all. They don't like me. Mike.
Hey, put Mike. Is it Mike 556? Put that. Is that the one that you were telling me about? The Mike, the Mile High View?
Yeah,
they talk a lot of trash.
They talk about me, Mike, because I went at them because of their mouths and disrespect. Like, they don't like me over there. If you go look at some of their videos, they're talking about me specifically, and they state my name and everything, bro, because I actually called them out and they didn't like that. Yeah, they get on my nerves, bro.
Yeah. It's pretty gross, bro. It's pretty gross. Like, man, just because it's probably because Russell Wilson, maybe.
I don't know, but I did.
He lives in Denver now or something.
I actually do life groups with church, bro, and my life group, there's fools that moved out here from Massachusetts, and they actually don't. They're literally trying to ride with the Broncos in the groups. I met like 5 people from over there that don't represent the Patriots no more.
That's, man. See, if they rep the Patriots at one point in time, they need to stick with repping the Patriots.
And that's what I tried to tell them.
So remember, my boy Francis. You remember my boy Francis?
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all, his number one team is San Francisco. He will forever be a number one San Francisco fan. He was angry at the fact that the Broncos beat the Niners. He was not happy about that, bro. Okay. But his second team, and it was only because of the color, because he likes the color red. Okay. That's what his Charger was, his Dodge Charger, the Scat Pack, and all of his cars before, they was all red. He loves the color red. Okay. He's not a blood or anything. He just loves that color. He only was riding with them because he liked that color. He decided, hey, my second team is going to be Denver. For number one, he now lives in Colorado. And number two, he's heard me talking about the Broncos forever, but he will never denounce his 49ers as his first favorite team. Never.
That's a cool, interesting story. So my homie out here, he Ghost Rodder, the homie that I always talk to. His girl from San Francisco. And it's crazy that you mentioned that, because I had actually talked to you about it. I said, we have a San Francisco 49er fan out here. And because of Ghost, she was trying to say she was going to be a Bronco fan and denounce the 49ers. And I was like, you can't do that. You're not doing that. You have to represent your home city, your home state. You've been doing that forever. Like, I have it second team. The Broncos will be my second team. I said, but you gotta stick loyal to your soil, man.
So Mike 556, put that no real fan. No real fan has a second team. I agree. But that's my best friend. He's gonna root for the Broncos if they're not playing his Niners. Guaranteed.
Hey,
Because he comes to
when you
my
get
house.
around
That's
that,
where he
hey,
watches
Mike, you
football.
already know, bro. When you get around them real Bronco diehards and you in the midst of greatness, the orange and blue, you just what sometimes you want a magnetic to that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've done had fools be around me and just start acting, that energy for me. They're like, oh, I want to be a part of that. That fool got the spirit. Let me be a
Well,
part of that
I mean,
greatness.
that's something happens, man, because my boy is a diehard Chicago's fan out in South Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
And my boy Jason, man, he's diehard Chicago fan. All right, Chicago Bears fan. All right.
Yeah.
And like how I know it's because when I used to work over at Clemson, right? And I was over there with the golf and all that kind of stuff. And he still texts me. He's like, dude, I hope your Broncos just beat up on them Raiders. And then when we beat the Niners, he was like, how about them Broncos? And why? Because the spirit of Broncos country is it is infectious. I got to tell you. So it can be a second team. I'll happily hear you cheer for the Broncos, happily. But you better not switch your team to the Broncos as being your number one. Never.
Yeah.
Not if you wasn't. A Pats fan, gross. Pats fan to being a Broncos fan, gross. And like you said, Pats fan to being like a Colts fan, like no, sorry.
Because that was the number one hated team with the Pats in the Peyton Manning era. They hated each other.
Well, and that's just like the Broncos when Peyton Manning came over here.
Yeah, because you really have that in you, Mike. You really have it in you, bro. That's how I feel. You really have that in you, bro. You love the squad, bro, and they sometimes they just don't live up to what you expect that Bronco standard.
Yep, I've broken a lot of pictures in my house over that. And nothing that made any, no Broncos pictures, no stadium pictures, because I got a lot of that stuff. But I've definitely broken some stuff in my house over the Broncos, guaranteed. Especially when we got beat by the Ravens and the Colts in the playoffs. Oh, those hurt, bro. Those hurt, bro.
I went outside for like a whole. I was like a little kid, bro, on that game. I went outside on a swing and I just analyzed my whole life after Flacco does that. I didn't even want to talk to nobody, bro. There was another fool at the apartments like, what happened to our? I said, hey, dude, don't talk to me right now, please. Just leave me alone. Let me just because. And then it was so depressing because up to the Super Bowl, I wore my Bronco jersey because I thought we were supposed to be the Super Bowl champions that year.
And we were supposed to be this. We were supposed to have 4, but over some broken ass protection from Tracy Porter. That's what happened. That's what happened. And I'm still up in arms over that one. But I agree with you, Mike. No team is going to make me go flip out like the Broncos. I'll change. I got no second team. It's Broncos or nothing for me when it comes down to football. And then when it comes down to pro football. And it's Clemson or nobody, especially not Florida State. Oh, my God, do I hate Florida State. Okay, so y'all already know how I feel about Jameis Winston. Can't stand the dude, don't like him. He can go kick rocks as long as he's alive.
That seems to be a lot of people's worst loss. My worst loss ever as a Broncos fan, it was when
Let me guess. Jacksonville.
You already know.
Jacksonville. Yep.
I cried,
Jacksonville,
bro.
1996, man. I was so angry,
I was still a young baby, bro, and I was so embedded, and I was just like so emotional, bro. And they lost to Mark Brunell, and I just cried, and I was so mad. I was just a little kid trying to find my way with the team.
Hey, put snipers last one. So I am going to disagree with you. I think John Fox brought in a good energy into the team. I think that he did a good job. I think that it was Jack Del Rio that was the cancer. Because remember, Jack Del Rio left Denver for who?
Raiders.
The Raiders.
Let me ask you a question, though. Do you think John Fox, his style of coaching, like, do you think it was just too conservative, bro? Like, I don't know. He was just like a calm. He didn't have no spirit. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, obviously he's an older dude, right? But that's no excuse, right? Because you see Pete Carroll down in or up in Seattle. That dude is like 70, 78 years old. That dude is still full of fire. That was a bad one. That was a bad one, Mike. Absolutely. Okay, so we threw a Broncos Super Bowl party. We reserved the entire like eating area at Dave and Buster's off of I-25 and Colorado Boulevard for that game. We reserved that, meaning that my wife and I paid a lot of money to have a lot of people go there, man. And bro, at halftime, there was like at least 6 glasses that had been broken. And we got told by the staff at Dave and Buster's that we need to kind of calm down because we were starting to cost them money. Like some really nice cups.
What was I doing? I'm trying to think what I was doing that day. I threw a Bronco get together at my cousin's house, and it was just so mind blowing how the Broncos just got wrecked, bro. Like like at the end of the game, I started just watching how I said, "Are they going to score again?" Man, I literally, I just was so mind blown by that
kickoff run back, bro. The kickoff run back's what did it for me, man. Is our special teams, bro. Tom McMahon. That's how long Tom McMahon was with our team until last year, bro. John Fox might be a cool guy, but his conservatism is what I was talking about. Even for Super Bowl 48, he didn't even have us prepared. You're absolutely right, and I think that they were full of themselves. I think the Broncos thought that it was going to be a walk-on win because they had Peyton Manning. They definitely weren't prepared. But to get back to your question, I think John Fox was the right kind of energy for the team, but I definitely agree that with Sniper that he did not prepare the team for the onslaught that was the Legion of Boom. Like I
think just because how we were carving defenses that year, bro. That was the year that Peyton Manning had 55 touchdowns, over 5,000 yards, MVP type. You know, like we just thought we were going to run over every defense.
Yeah. And then that Legion of Boom showed up. See, and that's where real Broncos fans are going to come up. They're not going to jump off the wagon simply because we got our asses kicked in Super Bowl 48. Just because we got our asses kicked. You know how many people jumped off the wagon that year and didn't watch?
They were already done. They were already done. They said
like the next year, our fan base dwindled by like at least 25%.
And the games were so fucking boring. Like the fans were not even energized at the games. And we lost to the Colts. And it was just like even people that were going to the playoff and they were like, there was no energy in the crowd. Because everybody thought Peyton Manning would never get that ring. They just gave up.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I think that Hackett's going to bring back, dude. I think he's going to bring back some spirit, man. I think I truly believe that once we get honed in on this offense, just like my man up there is saying, okay, in the comments, I think that once we get a good handle on the offense, that the offense is definitely going to be able to put up a lot of points. Yeah, I know that they were flapping their gums. I know.
They still do. They still do. They're idiots.
Yeah, well, they flapped a lot of gums in game 1 of this season too, but oh well.
Yeah, that was terrible, bro. That was the worst way to start a Super Bowl ever. Safety over.
That literally was the fastest score in Super Bowl history. That literally is the fastest score in Super Bowl history ever. I think 4 seconds into a game somebody scored. Bad.
I remember that too, bro. Yeah.
Man, yeah, against the Ravens, yeah. Yep. Yeah. There's been a lot of ups and downs. I'm glad that, and just to make sure that y'all are reminded, okay, these games where we are losing in high energy, high drama, right? These 2 games that we've lost in high energy, high drama, right? Josh McDaniels coming back, you know, and being a Raiders coach, right? Obviously, they wanted to play for him, right? And he wanted to.
They were playing for their lives too. 0-4. They really they needed that shit,
right? Right, and that's remember. And I always preach the intangibles, man. I always preach the intangibles. Always, I will always preach the intangibles. Okay. Russ just looks not comfortable. It's obvious, but he will hopefully sooner than later. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully sooner than
Agree,
later.
100%,
Hopefully,
100%.
hopefully.
Mhm.
But what these games are going to do is galvanize the team at the end of the season for when we go into that after week 8. We've got a tough
Schedule.
ride, man. We got a
Yeah,
tough ride coming in. But these games where we get knocked down, drag out, and then we get humbled early in the season. I definitely think this is going to galvanize the team. I think that it's going to pull together the entire locker room. They're all going to start fighting for each other. Because let me tell you, my man Sniper, okay, USMC Sniper, in particular, I can tell you right now that if USMC Sniper is a combat veteran, just like myself, okay, if he's a combat veteran, the fighting for your country, okay, the American flag, the Constitution, all of y'all that are back here, all of that stuff doesn't matter when you're in the heat of battle. When you're in the heat of battle, who do you fight for?
your brother.
USMC Sniper, you fight for the dude to your left and to your right. That's who you fight for. You're
Yeah,
not
the brothers,
fighting
baby.
all of your past bickerings. If you two don't get along, if y'all are firing in the same direction, trust me, you're going to make sure that you're going to do whatever you can to help that dude live. You're going to make sure that he goes home to his family the best that you possibly can. And that's what this whole team is going to end up turning into, is a
Because
galvanized, strong brotherhood team. And that's the only teams that make it to the Super Bowl are those teams.
when all reality
That's it.
sets in, bro, and we always talk about it, we are hated by everything, homie. As a franchise, the media hates us. Everybody hates us. The Hall
Everybody.
of Fame judges hate us. Everything hates us.
Hate
And
us.
now my
Everybody.
thing is the Broncos fan base acts like they hate the Broncos, bro. And when they get to fighting, they're fighting for themselves, homie. And
Yep.
that stuff's gonna play out, and it can be a wonderful and beautiful thing. And all the Bronco fans that are still love this team and not have to bash this team and just talk all the crap, we're gonna get to experience what we knew we were gonna conquer. Because you got
Yep.
to you got to go through them rough spots to get to where you want, and it makes
Yeah.
it that much better, bro.
Well, remember, this is just regular life lessons too, man. Regular life lessons. The more you fall and hurt yourself, the more you learn. The more you understand that your jaw is not made of glass, the more that you get punched in the fucking face. Sorry for cussing again, but the more that you get punched in the face, the more that you take shots, the harder you get hit. That's when you start realizing I'm not made of glass and I got this. I can do this. And that's the only type of people that ended up going into the NFL, is people who have seen, gone through, and experienced the hardship of losing bad, being embarrassed, being humbled, and coming back with a vengeance and saying that's not going to happen again. Like myself, I've been humbled to the point to where I was homeless for 2 years. What do you think I said when I became not homeless after that? I never
Never.
went back to that. I'm never going back to that. Right? So what are the Broncos players? What are the staff members? Down to, like I said, the cooks, the dude in the back making their friggin' salads during lunch hour, bro.
Let's get these fools some nutrition. Let's get these
Right.
fools some
Well,
real meals.
let's do whatever we can to help the team win, man. I'm just saying. Talking about how weird people in our fan base is acting negatively. What's your guys' opinion on the? Hey, put that comment up. What's your guys' opinion on the fans booing when the Broncos going 3 and out?
Go ahead. You talk, and then I'll give my opinions. Go ahead. What do you feel?
I've been talking a lot, man. Going ahead, bro. Going ahead.
I think so. My opinion is, bro, is when it's a repeated situation and fools are paying, money, and people are paying their hard-earned money, and they got to experience this, and there's no energy from the squad. Sometimes you need that. You need to hear that criticism from the fans. And sometimes that can be a motivator. I think I think the fans with the Broncos fans though, I think they're waiting for the opportunity to boo. Like they're waiting, they because they feel like they have to be right about what they're saying out here. It's just like that YouTube channel I'm talking about. Their whole thing is, oh, I said this, and look, it's coming true. They don't ever give credit. So the first thing that they do is look for all the negativity. And I think the fans, some fans out there, bro, they're really honestly, they're waiting to boo because they like that. I don't know if it just feeds them their egos. I'm right. But I think fans sometimes have the right to tell how they feel. Like, like it's not a knock. Like, so it's both ways, bro. It's just this fan base has come to that point where everybody's like, I told you, I was right. I told you, so that's kind of how I feel about it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you how I feel about it. And I'm going to get real with some Broncos fans here, bro. We are a spoiled franchise. We are a spoiled fan base. We are spoiled. We are very, very spoiled. We are now finally starting to realize what it means to lose on a consistent basis. Because for the past 3 generations of people that have grown up, from Generation X to Millennials to Generation Z, and now this 4th generation coming up, which, whatever, okay, there's too much in their feelings. Everybody has known success, meaning we've had winning seasons so often. We're not used to we're not used to losing, and we don't like losing. Denver happens to be a city that wins. And we've also got to look at external things like, check this out. The Avalanche just won the Stanley Cup. The Nuggets are on the verge of what quite possibly could be their best season ever. They are slated to go number 1 in the West to get the first seed. Okay. The Nuggets are perpetually in the playoffs right now. The Avalanche are perpetually in the playoffs right now. Everybody knows what's going on with the Rockies. The Monfort brothers need to just sell the team to a set of owners, or an owner that wants to win and do whatever they can, right? Or somebody that has some friggin' money. Okay. I think the Walton Penner Group should try to buy the Rockies as well. Okay. Because remember, the Rockies, baseball, okay, baseball does not have a cap. So if we could get an owner that is the richest owner in baseball history, just like the Walton Penner Group is for the NFL now, we can put some serious money into the Rockies, and we'll watch us some friggin' World Series coming our way. But we are a spoiled fan base right now. We have got nothing but success tied to our names over the past 3-4 seasons. And over the past 40 years, we've known nothing but 50 years. We've known nothing but success. Okay. We've gone to the Super Bowl as many times as, or maybe 1 or 2 times less than the team that went the most, which is obviously the Patriots now. Right. Yeah. We know what it takes to be a winning organization. And I think, I think that people booing, I think that people need to realize that we have to be humbled. Okay. And then one more thing, and then I'll shut up about it. Broncos fans we expect a lot, right? Why? Because back in 2000 and I think it was 2007 or 2008, we sucked as a sports team, but we had the most, quote unquote, and I'm quoting Forbes magazine, okay, so we had the most intelligent fan base in the NFL.
Yeah.
We had the most intelligent fan base. Okay. Which was then compounded when Peyton Manning got here and he told the entire fan base to shut up when we're on offense. Okay.
Like, quiet
So,
down, homie. That's real shit right
right.
there.
And yeah, getting 4 delay of games is in one game is not Broncos standard. You are absolutely correct. We have a high standard in the team. And I think that we are experiencing the Browns experience, the Chargers experience, the Bengals experience, right? We're experiencing what other teams have been going through for a long time. Again, we are a spoiled fan base. People can boo all they want. Okay. They're allowed to boo. Okay. I think that certain players on the team aren't going to respond as well as others. Okay. I think certain players are going to respond with holy shit, look at what's happening. Right? So boo all you want. I don't think that it's going to really do much because these guys are worth millions of dollars. Don't forget that as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But we're allowed to be upset at football right now as well. I'm on the fence about it, basically, is what I'm saying, because our standard is very, very high. Our standard is very high. So yeah, we're allowed to boo just because we're a spoiled franchise and we want to see winners. And the Broncos are a winning organization. And we need to get back to those ways.
I try to think about, so this is the thing about it is, bro, when I look at the mindset of a Broncos fan, I've experienced every aspect, emotion wise, from the bad to the good, bro. Like I was locked up when Broncos had Kyle Orton. I was locked up through that era of Jay Cutler. I was locked up behind them bars, man. And like that's the only thing that made me happy was Broncos football. Getting to watch Broncos football on Sunday. Losing in fashions that we lost. I was locked up when the Broncos got smashed with Josh McDaniels 54-18 or whatever that score was, 14 by the Raiders. I literally had to go, and that was supposed to be a day I was supposed to be excited about football. Like, my thing is, I seen the greats. I've been a part of great success with Broncos. Like, I can't take nothing away from what this franchise has brought to me. Like, try to be a Browns fan, like you said. Man, diehard Brown fans never experienced anything, bro, but heartaches. Try to be a Raiders fan, bro. 83 was the last year they won anything, bro. And there's diehard Raiders fans.
It's got to be tough, man. It's got to be tough to be a and that's why I give respect to Browns fans. Browns fans in particular. Browns fans, especially lifelong Browns fans in particular, because in 1995, they sold the team in the middle of the season and moved them to Baltimore. Those fans tore that entire stadium up. They ripped the stadium apart, bro, literally.
How would I feel if the Broncos just one night just leave Denver? I'm gonna feel betrayed like a motherfucker, bro. Like, I would be so hurt because that's my city, bro. That's when you come over that highway. What do you see? That Bronco Stadium, bro. You see it. It's the maker, homie, of the thing I love. What was I gonna say?
Get that mic comment. Yes. I expect 100%. A lot better. We as a true Broncos fans that have been lifelong Broncos fans since we were born. And we know this. And we're talking about like Broncos fans like 20-something years and older. Bro, you are absolutely right. We expect greatness.
Expect it.
But here's the thing about what you were saying. As much as the NFL, Roger Goodell, the media, NFL Network, all the voters for the Hall of Fame, all of them, as much as they hate us, they will never move the Broncos from Denver.
Beautiful thing.
They will never ever. That we are like the New York Giants, bro. They will never ever move the franchise from this city because it's not acceptable. It's like that is literally sacrilege. Now, the only reason why people thought the same thing about the Chargers, nah, bro. It's not the same franchise. It's a small base. It's a smaller market team than Denver. Okay. And as much as people want to say that oh, they got that new stadium, they're in LA, they have a huge fan base. No, they don't. That's the reason why the away team sells more tickets than the Chargers do. Okay. So say
I
what you want.
wish, bro. I'm with you on that,
Okay.
Mike. I so wish, bro. That old school
Bro,
D, baby.
Bro, the new helmets that these people have been creating with the old school Denver D mixed with the new Broncos head inside of it, bro. That shit
Fire,
looks dope, dude. That
fire,
looks
fire.
dope, bro. That looks so dope. The Broncos are once upon a time were close to moving to Alabama during the 60s when they were bad. But if it
And
wasn't
that's
for
why,
Floyd
to
Little, the
me,
Broncos wouldn't even exist. It's not just
you,
because of Floyd Little. It's really not. I'm going to tell you why. It's because the Denver Broncos fan base put money in to build them a new stadium. We are the ones that voted it. They had people hitting the streets, knocking on doors, trying to get money. The same way that they had people knocking on doors, hitting the streets, pounding that pavement, okay, to buy season tickets for the Colorado Rockies so that we could get a baseball franchise here. That's one thing that you will never get in any other city is like
yeah,
Denver
the
is.
fan
We
base
are
came
very,
together.
very,
The
very,
fan base
very,
came together,
very passionate about our
and
sports.
you know, Floyd Little, he was a part of that movement, and that's why I say he's a pouring fool in the Broncos history as a running back. But the fans, bro, we came together and did our thing, and
That's the
that's
whole
why,
thing.
like Floyd Little, I got his jersey in my collection, throwback, because
I don't wear that jersey, bro. I don't
never,
wear that
bro.
jersey, bro.
People hate me for this, and I have arguments with Broncos country. He was more impressionable to me than even Terrell Davis. For me, what are we doing? I swear I've seen
Put
it.
that, yeah. Yeah, bro. They were strong in Las Vegas, bro. Woo, woo,
It was
woo.
Orange
It was
Sunday.
orange and black. It was orange
Orange
and black.
Sunday.
Yeah, it was. We obviously we didn't show up. Our defense didn't show up. Our offense pretty much showed up, but
They said they were
you know,
paying $800 for them tickets, fool.
yeah,
Bronco
yeah.
fans, the $800 to be out there.
Hey, that's another reason why right there, like what you said, people pay a lot of money to go see the Broncos. We expect a good show. Okay. That's why I walk out of movies in the middle of a movie theater that's why I walk out of a movie theater in the middle of the movie is if I paid $20 to go see a movie, bro, and I'm just like, man, this movie is garbage. I'm
Yeah.
out. Because and they're getting a bad rating on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever they do.
When it all boils down to it, bro, we all want the best, man. We do. I think people will try to fit their narratives, bro. And that's the stuff that pissed me off. I've been seeing that all week. Like, people were more mad that the Broncos won in the fashion that they did than really look into we won against the Niners. We won against the Texans. Like, they wanted to still bash. You know how hard it is to get a W in this league, bro? You know how hard it is?
Well, look at what the 49ers just did.
That's what I'm saying. They're acting like we played
LA, bro.
They act like we played like this bum team and we won a bum team, bruh. Embarrassed. What up, LA Original? What's up, Marada? How you doing, bro?
What up, LA?
You asked my boy LA Original right here. To Bronco fans that think that they're entitled and they're just this. You ask LA Original. He's been a Charger fan forever. And he's a real diehard, bro. And I couldn't even put my feet in his shoes on what he goes through every year.
Back when Junior Seau was playing, and let me tell you, bro, that dude was a monster. 2 weeks, brother.
Where do we play that game? Is that in San Diego? I keep saying San Diego. Is that in LA or is it in Denver?
Our first game against the Chargers?
Yeah. I think it's away, bro. I think it's actually away.
Let me check. I'm gonna look. I'll find it out.
It's a Monday night against the Chargers. Come on. Hold on. I'll be right back. No name.
Yep. So for all of y'all sports fans out there, I'll tell you when it's going to be played unless LA Original comes through with it. The Broncos' pass defense was solid, but Josh Jacobs made our run defense. His bitch offense was solid, especially passing offense. Yeah. Our offense was good. Even our run game was pretty nice. Even without Javonte Williams, Mike Boone actually did his thing. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, it is. It is away, Mike. It is away. It's in LA. It's in LA. Our first game. It's in LA against them. So it is away, Sev.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be a good game, LA. That's what's up. They just came off a win too.
Hey, let me tell you though, Broncos fans, we're gonna take over that stadium. How much you want to bet?
Oh yeah, we come deep. Everybody coming deep to that stadium.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was just looking at too. Yeah, it's week 6.
That's cool, bro, because we get the Thursday night football, and then we have a delay over till Monday the next week, so we get some key players back.
Yep. So about Thursday. So Broncos JPG 5280 coming out swinging immediately. Doesn't even say what up, fellas. Doesn't say hi. Doesn't even say, hey, we should win this week. No, bro. Comes out swinging, talking about bench him.
hey, Melvin Gordon, just feel how we all feel, bro. You better. Foos is they're angry at it, bro. We got the new back though. Let's see how this dude plays out, man. I think he'll be good for the squad.
LAOG, I want to know what you think. What the score is going to be on that game?
We actually played the Chargers game. And you know, we have fairly good games against the Chargers. So
any AFC West game, any AFC West rivalry game, it's up in the air.
Yeah.
Right now, I think honestly, the only one that I'm really, if we continue to play the way that we have been, I'm going to say that the Chiefs are going to sweep us. If we continue to play this way, which I don't think because we play them after,
Look at what Patrick Mahomes doing now. He's doing behind the back passes and doing one on the field, bouncing the ball off his foot. Like, I don't understand that guy, bro.
Bro, this dude is throwing himself alley-oops and then throwing touchdowns with it, bro.
He's like throwing it up, bro, doing volleyballs and you know.
Right, he'll throw it up, do a backflip, and then throw a touchdown.
That's why if I see him, homie, I'm gonna fade him out. Like, we got to get the heads, bro.
It's on site. That's what I'm saying. It's on site, bro. Just like any member of the Arizona Diamondbacks squad, bro. It's on site, bro. I don't care. Raider Joe, much respect, homie. You know we love you too, man.
You already know.
Is still garbage.
Raider Joe,
bro,
the Rada, man. Much respect, defense, man.
Yeah, LAOG. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. Your run defense, very, very porous, very suspect. Yeah, but it's the same problem that we're having, though. It's the exact same problem that we're having. It's between the tackles. That's where our problems are with our run. And it because number one, Billy Turner, who is supposed to be starting, who is continually on IR right now, he's supposed to be our stud back there. That's what he's supposed to be, is our stud on the line, and he's not there. That's why we hired him, but he's not playing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of BS, man. It really is. Funny enough, the last time the Chargers swept us was in 2010, and that was the year I became a Broncos fan. I got a question. Were you a fan of any team before then?
No, he's younger than us, fam.
How old are you?
He's way younger than us.
How old are you? How old are you, partner? I want to know. Give me your age. I'm 40. I'll just put it like that. I'm 40. So I've seen a lot of Broncos games. Nope. This dude don't want to. Hey, Seth. Oh, he's 24. Okay.
Yeah, he's way younger than us, man. He was in Google. He was in Google Plus BCFFL community too. USC sniper.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. I'm just saying, like, that was 12 years ago. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, 12 years old. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, bro.
So, LA Original, I'm still waiting. What do you think the score is going to be on the game? On that Monday night? I want to know what you got to say. The next one, though, we got to talk about this because here's the thing, man, is we've talked a lot, and we've kind of spoken our minds when it comes down to these Broncos fans, just like we said that we wanted to. Just like when I called you, I said, hey, we need to get a show tonight because I got some shit to say.
Yeah.
And you were like, yo, it's on. But now it's on to Thursday night against the Colts.
Let's go. Let's go, Riders.
Let's not forget the Colts beat the Chiefs.
And they did.
And then got smacked up. And they got smacked up. So where are we going to be? Where are we going to be against Indy? What are we going to do?
Well, who is Matt Ryan throwing to over there?
That's a good question. Let's see. Well, Michael Pittman and Paris Campbell, and then they've got Jonathan Taylor running.
Well, Surtain, he's eliminating whoever he covers.
Well, he's gonna be on Pittman for sure.
Okay,
he's
so the other wide receiver is a Darby side.
So Darby he's on some games, he's off some games. He played really, really well against the Texans. He also played really, really well against the Niners. But he was not able to keep up against the Raiders.
What Raider Joe, what game this Monday night are the Broncos and Chargers?
Next Monday? Hold up.
Oh, that's us next Monday. Not this coming up Monday. Next Monday is Broncos and Chargers.
See, okay, so that's a point of contention is what does next Monday mean? Because next Monday means the next Monday, which is this coming up Monday night.
So does the Raiders play Monday night? Play Monday night?
I'm checking.
Long as the 24, I think we can win. But like I said, if we beat the Browns, I'll feel better.
Let me see. Vegas and Kansas City?
To be truthful, fam, Raider Joe, I just think Kansas City right now, I think Patrick Mahomes is playing. He has something to prove, and I think your defense is a little, they have something to prove too. But I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to have a way with that defense, bro. Now, the defense-wise, I think you guys could put up points, and I think it's going to go to the wire, honestly. But I think Patrick Mahomes actually gets that W.
So, I don't know. Because again, as much as I preach intangibles, this win that the Raiders just had against the Broncos, it's a momentum builder. And remember, I dislike Patrick Mahomes more than I dislike the entire Raiders franchise. Like I dislike him more than I despise Patrick Mahomes. Surprisingly enough, I actually have tons of respect for Andy Reid. I do.
Yeah.
The dude's a great guy. Dude does a lot for his community. He takes care of his kids, takes care of his family, takes care of all of them people out there, man. He really does a good job for his fan base. Andy Reid's an awesome coach, man. He's a really good coach. Andre Sandoval, welcome, son. Go Broncos.
Jared, what's good with you, fam? You already know my Niner, homie. You know what it is, bro.
So, Andy Reid is definitely the best head coach in the West, no doubt. It's by far. Andy Reid's a great guy. Respect you. I respect that. You see that nonchalant TD pass he threw against Tampa. It was crazy. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, bro. All right, so Raider Joe, that's what we were talking. We were talking about how just insane Patrick
This
Mahomes
was
is
doing
playing.
all he used to himself. Like, hey, bro,
That's
let
what
me
I
do
was
this.
saying, man. Like he's doing a backflip. He'll do a backflip, a shovel pass out 30 yards, bro, and he'll still hit the touchdown. Like,
What up,
it's
Big
not a
Ace?
game.
What up, Big Rodder? You know what it
So,
is,
Mike,
man.
yes, I
Salute.
agree. We just can't beat ourselves. I agree,
Exactly.
Mike. We just can't beat ourselves.
Oh,
What I am very, very happy to see is finally our special teams, okay? Our special teams is doing much better. Our special teams is one of the better special teams units in the league, which I'm very, very happy about. But who do I think is going to win that game? I'm going to be honest with you. I think KC is going to come out with big heads, and I think that I think personally that the Raiders franchise right now, regardless of Josh McDaniels, who I think is the worst head coach in football, I think that he's a horrible person. I think that the Raiders are going to pull this one out. It's going to be a nail biter, like you said, but I think that the Raiders franchise is going to end up winning that game.
Yeah, see, and you got it from two different opinions, man. We're both Bronco fans. I'm a Raider hater at heart, so maybe that's blocked the judgment. But
I'm a Raider hater, Kansas City hater, Chargers hater.
Where's
hate
it
every
at?
team
Where's
other
that
than the
at?
Broncos.
Where's that? Vegas or is it in Arrowhead?
Nah, it's in Arrowhead, man. It's in Independence,
I'll tell you
Missouri,
like
man.
this: if you guys can get a win in Arrowhead, you guys have something to hold your head up high. That's a hard place to
Yo, put that comment on LA Original. Just dropped a bomb. The biggest bomb that we've seen on this one just yet. Just a little bit higher up. Just a little bit higher up. Just one more up, buddy. That's the one.
He said 50, a 50 Whopping burger?
The Fitty Burger. The Fitty Burger. Wow. Dude on the right, you have a channel. If so, post a link. I'll sub. I'm already subbed to Seb. Oh man, I'm with Sev, man. This is our channel. This is what we're known by. We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah,
man.
he's always here. We're gonna start doing a lot more content together. Our show. A lot of people have been asking, but
I appreciate it though, Raider Joe. I appreciate it, homie.
Man, you've been representing. Like I had to go give him a congratulations right after that win. For sure, they've been representing, man. You already know.
So, USMC Sniper, go back up to the one where he says that he thinks that yeah. So, there's a question. It's a question. It's a question. It's a big question on whether or not they're going to be as strong down the wire. Because remember, their schedule gets ridiculous.
Who
at
the
Of
Chiefs?
the season. The Chiefs schedule gets ridiculous, bro. Jared,
my high salute to the Niner Empire, man.
Always. That's the Bay hatred. The Bay Area hatred. The battle at the Bay. Yeah, I know y'all hate the Raiders, man. My boy hates the Raiders too, man. Francis hates the Raiders, bro.
They hate each other. Battle of the Bay.
Yeah, that's because the Bay. I mean, they on the other side of the Bay, man. All you got to do is cross the Golden Gate, and you're at. You know what I'm saying? Except for now, Santa Clara, and
yeah.
They
that right there is always a good game, bro. There's a lot of intensity in them games for sure.
Yeah, but of course, there's still plenty of football left, and as cliche as it sounds, anything can happen. I say it all the time. Any given Sunday, intangibles matter. Raiders pass defense is crap, and it ain't happening. Kansas City winning, and it could happen. It could happen. But again, intangibles are intangibles, and they play a huge part in the game. If the Kansas City Chiefs come out acting like they big and bad and just acting like they're no hat in the world can fit on their head, bro, the Raiders may come out with some fire. They may be throwing that offense, that defensive backfield may not have, that secondary may not be the greatest. But I'll tell you what, if they can put up points, that's the way that it goes.
I hate to say it, but they put up 42 on Tampa Bay's D, so it's possible. They did. That surprised me, bro. That I honestly was surprised that they put up that many points on Tampa Bay.
Hang on.
Yeah, I remember Bowway. I remember Bowway, bro. He a Chief fan now or what?
Huh?
Even where I'm at in Central
Oh yeah,
Cali.
Battle at the Beltway. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, man. All right. Power rankings, team stats, offense, teams defensive
Hell yeah, I hate
rankings.
the Raiders with a passion. Yeah, bro. You know me, bro. I'm a Raider hater too. But I got some good fat homies that actually represent it to the T, and I gotta always give them credit when they step it up. I
So
was
the
eating my
Kansas
words
City
last night.
Chiefs. So according to stats, Kansas City Chiefs is in ninth. Denver Broncos, man, we shot down to seventh after that 32-point performance, man.
Yeah, I think it was just a bad situation for the defense, but I don't think that's them. I honestly don't think that's them. Yeah, I remember him
Bro,
West Dub S 4.0. How you doing,
bro,
bro?
Tampa has the fifth ranked defense. He may be onto something, man. They did put
That's what
up a
I'm
lot of
saying. That's
points
why I was
against
kind
that
of
fifth ranked
surprised, bro.
defense.
Yeah, so a new member of the AFC West.
He's a new member of the AFC West.
Wow, are
What
you
is it, a defender?
serious, bro?
What is that?
He
Hold
actually went from Ravens to the Washington
on.
Commanders. Now he's a Chiefs fan. What
Hold
the
on, hold
heck?
on. Who are we talking about?
Some doing TTC that I used to know. We're talking about
Oh
the
man.
TTC.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I remember that dude. You were talking about that dude. Offense Raiders offense is good, but they settle for too many field goals. They didn't settle for too many field goals last week, bro. They was putting up points.
Nah, Bell. He used to be a
No
Ravens
way.
fan.
He used to be a Ravens fan.
Yeah, and then he went
Yeah,
to
man.
Commanders. Now he's a Chiefs fan. And their defense is Swiss cheese. They don't have too strong of a defense for sure. He was a alley. He was on LA. Dang, that's crazy, bro. He's representing three
Wow.
different teams.
A good amount of Raiders fans in Colorado. Yeah, so I will tell you because I live in the Springs. The Springs is a melting pot for all different football teams
It's an
and baseball teams.
army city.
Actually it's Space Force and Air Force
Yeah,
and
all of
Army.
it. Yeah.
We have 5 military bases around us, so we get fans from all over the entire country. I would say the most rep team out here, which I hate to say, it's not the Broncos. In Colorado Springs, it's the Cowboys. Um, because for one, a lot of people from Texas are moving up here to Colorado Springs, which I'm not a big fan of. Um, but as far as Raiders fans, yeah, y'all got a pretty nice showing out here in Colorado Springs. There's a lot
Yeah.
of Raiders fans out here. I see a Raiders fan at least every single day on my way to work and on my way back from, and that's two different people. Like literally, I see Raiders stickers all the time.
Yeah.
So do
To
we?
be truthful, Raider Joe, honestly, Colorado is everywhere you go in Colorado, you're gonna have transplants because it's just the mecca. Everybody wants to be out here.
Yeah. Colorado's been the number one traveling to state. Hey, so Andre, yeah, Andre. I don't know if I'm supposed to put the S at the end of your name, but I'm just gonna call you Andre because I'm used to saying that. Do we stop the Colts running game?
I think we do,
Maybe,
bro. I think it
maybe.
was an off game, bro. I think it was an off game for this defense because
I
the way I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying DJ Jones he banged up. I think honestly they step it up this week. To be truthful, and what Jacobs has our number. He's one of them backs that's been having our number for the years that he's
and
been with the Bears.
and just like homie said, they didn't pick up his 5th-year option. Who's getting Josh Jacobs next year?
Yeah,
But my big question is if we can stop the run in between the tackles, yes. Because we're really good at setting the edge. Really good at setting the edge and protecting the outside. But when it comes down to in between the tackles, man, for some reason our linebackers aren't able to fill the gaps as well as they were able to last year. Um Given that we have the number 7 ranked defense in the entire league, that does not reflect our particular stat of runs between the tackles, and you can best bet that every single football team is looking at that when they have us on their docket for the next week. They're going to attack up the center. That's the way it's going to be, and unless we can shore that up, then no. But their pass attack, absolutely. Michael Pittman, probably not going to get much production just because he's got PS2 on him. And if Ronald Darby can hold his side down, then we're going to do real good. We've got fast linebackers, so their tight end is going to end up being gobbled up pretty easily. If they're running anything power with like a slot, then it's a question of whether or not Kareem Jackson can truly hold down. Yeah, Jared, 5 military bases. I was stationed at Fort Carson. But yeah, I mean, it's all a toss up on how our interior D line can play to see if we stop them or not. As I have a couple Cowboys fans for neighbors, annoying as fuck. Yeah, but Ace, I'm just gonna tell you right now, the most annoying fans in the NFL right now are Chiefs fans. It has been voted on. They are the most annoying fans in the league right now. Dallas fans are number 2. Then after that, it is Rams fans because they know success.
They just won a Super Bowl.
They know success, right? But there's no reason to be a obnoxious fan if you're a dynasty of 1. I'm just gonna put that out there. Take it as you may. It's not. Hey, I'm not downing anybody. I'm just saying dynasty of 1. Luckily we have no Rams fans on here. Yeah. Soon though. Soon we'll end up getting a Rams fan on.
So when you go Raider Joe too, when you go to like Bronco games out here, you're gonna meet people from all over that travel out here to come to Bronco games. Like the Rocky Mountain region is a lot of Broncos country, like New Mexico, Wyoming, South Dakota, Montana, Arizona. It's like a lot of people at the games from different cities and states.
Yeah, well, if you turn on the last comment from Sniper, that dude needs to leave, bro. He has lost, man. I remember back when Jerry Jones in his heyday, when him and Jerry Johnson, bro, the only thing that they paid for was quarterback and offensive line. If they went back to that, they'd end up being something special again, but they're not paying their O-line anymore. Because that's all that Dallas ever had was offense, right? And then,
true.
Because I remember that offensive line, they'd move anybody back when Moose Johnson was blocking for one of the most beautiful states in the country. It's not one of the most. Okay, it's not one of
300 and what? How many days of sunshine is out here?
300 plus.
300 plus, man. Like everybody wants to be out here. They want some of that Colorado feel. You know what it is.
Don't forget, once Melvin Gordon fumbled the ball, the game turned around. Yes, it did. That's what we were commenting on earlier as well. Sniper, you were there for that. We said the moment that he fumbled, that was the momentum swing right there. That changed and swung all the momentum. Yeah, I've been there. It's beautiful. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, he said the Bills become the most annoying
right now. I mean, they are from New York.
And then again, they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. So, them motherfuckers, they're really annoying.
They're desperate, bro. But they are not showing up this season. The Bills, bro, they're getting beat by teams they shouldn't get beat by. Like, how much you want to bet Pittsburgh beats them? How much you want to bet Pittsburgh beats them?
This week? Dang.
It's in Buffalo, too. How much you want to bet?
It might be.
Money on that game? Because that's bro. That's a.
Why am I gonna bet? I don't want to bet. I don't want to bet no for the Bills,
bro. No. You that they're gonna lose to the Steelers.
What are we gonna bet?
So
let's bet some push-ups or something.
Okay, we could bet. How about whatever, man. 25 push-ups. Sound good?
Well, what do you want to bet, bro? What are you trying to bet me for some bills?
Well, I was thinking a Broncos hat.
All right, I got a Broncos hat.
I'll give you one of mine. I'll give you
I'm
mine.
taking the Bills then. I'm taking the Bills,
I'm
Rada.
taking the
Let's
Bills.
go.
I'll take the Steelers.
Von
Man. I'll take
Miller.
the Steelers.
Let's go, Rada.
Yeah, I'm about Von Miller. Rams had the primetime games this year, and they have been killed both times. You ain't lying about that, LA original. Wow, man. Dude, the Rams and the Bills, dude, they are actually somewhat disappointing this year, and it's sad to say. Like, it's sad to see, because I had the Bills. You remember, I put the money on the Bills to win the Super Bowl this year. I put money on the Bills winning the Super Bowl this year.
Hey, Jared, you know that comes from the fire of you losing against the Broncos. So I know you guys went into that game with a bad taste in your mouth. That's why you slapped at them Rams last night too, bro.
Yep.
You know?
Bro, much respect to the 49ers and Jimmy G. Much respect to the 49ers and Jimmy G. Y'all got the number one defense in the league. Okay. And y'all are playing lights out, man. Y'all are playing lights out football. And there's a lot of momentum swinging your way right now too, as far as San Francisco. People are really high on them. Like, people are really high on them.
Okay.
By 3. They beat them by 3. They should have absolutely decimated Baltimore. They should have decimated Baltimore.
They should have, honestly.
The USMC sniper, the Bills are superior than the Rams. Agreed. At least that's what I thought. That's at least what I thought at the very beginning of the season, because they look dangerous, man. They did.
And that's another thing too. See, that's why the fan bases, when I think about it, bro, Buffalo Bills, you have your opportunity. You have to make of what your opportunity is, and this is your window. Because deep down, Bills are not historically a franchise that wins. So when you have that opportunity and you got a Josh Allen, you have that defense over there, you better win. So Bronco fans, when you think about it, you've witnessed Super Bowls, bro. Every Bronco fan generation has witnessed one Super Bowl championship. So that's why you guys got to stop being spoiled. Stop being spoiled. Stop acting like you've been through misery your whole lives.
Yep.
Even young Bronco fans experience a Super Bowl ring.
Well, yeah, don't forget that whole depth chart over in Baltimore, bro. Isaiah McKenzie is their slot wide receiver. Another Denver
so
Bronco.
he's actually in the city that little Traviso died, bro. The homie right here on the right. He's in Springs. There, that's where Traviso died, homie. It's about an hour away from where I am. Colorado Springs is about like 50 minutes to an hour away from Denver. That's where Traviso died, honestly.
I live in the Springs. That's where he passed. But yeah, remember, he's throwing to Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, and their backup is Jamison Crowder, bro. Bro, they have a squad out there, man. They have a squad. Devin Singletary is putting up good numbers. You know, definitely putting up good numbers. They don't call it Any Given Sunday for nothing, Jared. You ain't right. You ain't wrong on that one.
Remember that movie Any Given Sunday with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
That was a good movie, man. Classic.
Bro, Lawrence Taylor on that movie. Bro, he acted a fool in that fucking movie, man.
If Mike Shanahan with the Broncos coach, Gordon playing time
would be gone. Gordon's never got his big payday because of his fumbling problems from the Chargers. You ain't lying. Andre. You ain't lying. What's crazy is no one cares. The Bills chokers, but they really are true chokers. LAOG is he's firing shots, man. He's firing shots.
4 Super Bowls in a row, man. How do you lose 4 Super Bowls in a row? Every year you're there.
With Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas, no less, bro. Between Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas, bro, they should have at least won 2 of those. You know, but again, who did they play? Right? They played one of the greatest teams to ever field, right? A team in Dallas Cowboys that year. I mean, dude, you can't speak low about that particular Dallas Cowboys team, man. That team was unreal, bro. Moose Johnson, Emmitt Smith, Alvin Harper, Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman. Bro, that was
They paid for all that though. They paid for their players to stay for the All-Star team.
Jared White's talking about playing the Panthers. Hang on. Let me see.
They play the Panthers this week.
Well, that's what he says. He got the
They play
Panthers
the Panthers.
next. Yeah. Yep. And I'm looking at some stats real quick. I'm looking up some stats real quick.
Yeah, 100% USC sniper for sure.
If it wasn't for Melvin Gordon's solid runs and the touchdowns he scored, he'd be out of the league by now. Fair argument. That's fair. I want to take a look at some stats for the Panthers. I think y'all are going to absolutely decimate.
Oh, yeah, of course. Baker Mayfield don't look anywhere near where he was when he was with the Browns.
Yeah, they're not that stacked. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's going to be available for the game. Yeah, he's going to play. But that's another thing. After you remember how angry we all were that Christian McCaffrey wasn't available for the Broncos to pick up?
Yeah.
In the draft. I'm glad that we didn't pick him up, even though it's just because of the injuries.
Yeah, he's injury prone for sure.
He's injury prone, man. Even though he's Denver native, he's
Bronco blood.
I'm always going to be a Christian McCaffrey fan just because he's from Denver, But
yeah,
man, like his strength and conditioning coach needs to do a better job.
And he was so promising, bro, when he first came into the league. It's just like, dang, they just ruined that fool's career with his injuries.
Right. They just hit him hard. Imagine giving up field goal with 13 seconds. What's LA original? What are you talking about? Melvin was crying like he had lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was, and
should have been.
He fouled all of it, bro. Pressure on his head because he cost us that game, really, to tell you the truth.
Ace, put on Ace's question. Somebody actually called me by my name, bro.
They know you. They know who Jay.
I got no name, man. I got no name, bro. No, I'm just playing, man. No, I don't think that the Broncos are going to take the West. We have a chance if we can galvanize the team and our defense can pick it up in the secondary and our defense can pick it up in the interior defensive line. I think we have a chance because defense wins championships. Offense will win you plenty of games, but defense wins championships. And you know that better than anybody. When y'all played against Tampa Bay, that defense was stifling.
Yeah.
And y'all are, where are y'all ranked this year right now? Where are y'all ranked? Kansas City Chiefs, y'all are ranked 9th. Y'all are ranked 9th in the league in defense. So if you can stay healthy and Patrick Mahomes can continue to do backflips and throwing touchdowns after that, then yeah, you guys are going to win the West. I don't have any pipe dreams of you guys falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that you guys are probably going to end up winning the West again this year, based on the play so far. But let's not forget, your entire team success is based on one person, and that's really, really dangerous. It's very dangerous. Sure, you guys have Travis Kelce. You guys have some offensive weapons. I'm not gonna say that you don't. Your defense is pretty good. Okay. You guys don't have a defense that'll carry you the entire season, though. Neither do we. Right now, neither do we. 49ers, if their offense can't put up points, their defense can take them to the NFC Championship. What you guys won't hear me do ever is try to give, who's going to go other than the Bills at the very beginning of the season, which now it's a big question, is I will never say at a point right now who's going to win the NFC or the AFC championship. It makes no sense because that's just that the competition is just too good at that point in time. Oh, gee, drinking that haterade. I'm a hater too, fool. Don't get it twisted, bro. I hate the hell out of y'all teams, man.
Everybody hates you, fool, Ace, because you're just that good, and
man.
You know?
Chiefs, man. Everybody hates the Chiefs, bro. Nobody can stand the Chiefs. And once one of and that's what I'm saying. I'm not hoping that Patrick Mahomes gets hurt. I don't like him as a person. He's a great quarterback. But let me tell you, man, and you've got to admit this, your entire winning everything is based on Patrick Mahomes' ability to be able to throw the football.
Yeah.
And his ability to be able to read. You know, when he goes through his progressions extremely quick, he's a really good quarterback. If he goes down, which God forbid he does in your case, but if he goes down, bro, that's going to be a tough ride for y'all, man. That saddle is going to be really not fitting well. Promise you.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, to be honest, man, what time is it? We've been on here for 2 hours.
Coming up on 2 hours. Charges are the definition of paper tigers. Show Aces comment right there. Agreed. The Chargers always look good on paper. And everybody's always on everybody's always on the Chargers nuts every single preseason before the season starts at about week 8, week 9. Man, people are like, dude, I thought that the Chargers were going to be better. I don't mean to be talking crap, LA Original, because you know I love you, man, but I'm telling you right now, bro, like there's something happening. Dean Spanos needs to get rid of the team. He needs to sell the team to somebody who wants to win. I don't know who that person is going to be. I don't know if it's going to end up, happening, but I can tell you right now, Dean Spanos is not a good owner in the NFL. And they should be 2-2. What do you think about that, Seth?
Yeah, there was a game against the Raiders that they let the Raiders back in the game and they were battling. Yeah, I think they should be 2-2. Oh, no. You talking about Kansas City?
Yeah, I'm talking about KC. Yeah. So let's go back. Week one. Let's see. Week 1. I'm just going to go through the Kansas City games here. Kansas City against Arizona, 44-21.
They dominated.
Y'all came out strong that week. Week 2. Where the hell are y'all at? Oh, there you are. You played on Thursday night. Y'all barely beat the Chargers. Y'all beat them by 3 points.
Oh, yeah, that was the game that they're talking about.
Crazy game. That game was wild. That game was absolutely wild. And then Kansas City. So, why'd y'all lose against Indy again, though?
Yeah, that didn't make no sense. Any given Sunday, they're gonna say for sure.
Off-season Super Bowl champs. Yeah, facts, Ace. Facts. And now everybody off our nuts now. So I know we lost a gang of players, but we should be better now. Should be. We'll see. So, just to let you guys know, we'll be hosting another show probably on Thursday night for the Thursday night game against Indianapolis. So we'll be on there. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be on there. I know that my daughter gets back that evening. My daughter and my wife. Again, we've been in South Padre Island in Texas for the past week and a half, enjoying ourselves on a really much needed and very long vacation, which was awesome. But that's when they're going to be driving back in town. So I don't know how long I'm going to end up being on the show, but we're going to be hosting another show starting, I figure probably somewhere in the nature of around 6, something like that. Go through halftime at least, and then after that, it's up in the air. But we hope to see every single one of you guys in our
My high
show.
salute.
Make sure you tell your friends. Make sure that you drop, smash that like button, drop a subscribe. Make sure that you like the channel, and I hope all of you have a great night. Sev, you already know, homie.
My high salute, brother. And we will be talking. I'll hit you up tomorrow, and we'll get it going, bro. You know what it is. Appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely. And Ace, just one last thing. Special teams did cost you that game. We say it all the time. Special teams can win or lose games. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for joining us, Sev and JP.
Sir.
You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
You know the logo. Let's go.